this video. So today I want to do an analysis, and when I said this is the best channel for your analysis and where you can get your bias, I meant it. And when I say that, you can see this kind of setup here. I analyzed for you guys on my last video, and I told you we are going to look for sales from up here, and our first take profit will be on this zone. So if you could have been getting 1 is to 3 risk to reward ratio, you can see clearly that the market came to 1 is to 3, and we already have more selling pressure to the downside. So our analysis was on point, and also on the Gbpjpy, the analysis I did last week is on point also. And if you used this bias, you could have gotten some good pips to the downside. So I told you guys the price will be coming up here, and use these highs as liquidity and tap into this area before having the selling momentum to the downside. So what I expect from Gbpjpy, I expect more selling pressure to these lows. We have the low. Sorry, let me delete this. So we have the gap down here. So I expect Gbpjpy to be moving to this gap, and because of that, I'll be looking for more selling opportunities. If I have a selling setup from this point, I'll be looking for selling opportunities to the downside. So if you could have used this setup very well, you could have had your position from there with a candle confirmation. Let me show you the candle confirmation. And if you could have been targeting 1 is to 3 risk to reward ratio, you could have had your take profit at that point. So let me use this one here. So we have a very good candle confirmation. I think this is a doji, if I'm not wrong. Uh, for me, I don't use the candlestick confirmation. So if I'm wrong, you can comment in the comment section so that I can know which candle confirmation is this one up here. So for those who use candle confirmations, you can have your entries from this point. But I told you guys, here is the place where the point of interest where I expect some selling pressure from. So currently right now I'm looking for more selling opportunities. So I'll go down to the 15 minutes time frame and try to look for an entry to the downside. So I still expect this low to be taken out. So this low here will be my first take profit. So let me try to use another line. Let me use this one and have it down there. So when I go to the 15 minutes time frame, I'll be looking to take a selling opportunity to the downside. So currently right now we have a break of structure to the downside. Let me use the 15 minutes time frame so that which is very clear. So on the 15 minutes time frame, we have this order block, the extreme point of interest up here. And currently, if I zoom out, you can see clearly Gbpjpy is in a very good downtrend. We have selling pressure. So in case price forms an inducement just below this order block, I'm going to take my sales from up here to the downside. So let's wait for price to come into this area, and then we look for our selling opportunities to the downside. So as for me, I'll take my sell orders from that point of interest, and then my first take profit will be down here. The first take profit obviously should be 1 is to 3 risk to reward ratio, and then the second take profit will be at this low. So use this setup very wisely and apply risk management so that you cannot lose your capital. So in this case, we have a very good setup on Gbpjpy. So I am expecting the selling opportunity from up here. So kindly use this analysis as your bias so that in case, let's say maybe this point of interest is violated, because you can sometimes price does what it wants, and let's say maybe the price will be reacting from this low. So you can never know what will be happening to this market. So this is just a bias, and I have been telling you guys, just use these buyers to look for opportunities. Let's say maybe in a way of having your selling opportunities or buying opportunities in to continue the buyers. So my view on Gbpjpy, that is my setup. I'm going to sell from this area to the downside to look for more selling opportunities. And then on Gbpusd, I also expect so much selling pressure or selling opportunities to the downside. So coming into the 4 hour time frame or the daily time frame, I told you guys we expect the price to clear this low, and that is exactly what the price is going to do. So we are going to look for more selling opportunities to this low. So in case price comes has a pullback to this high, I expect the price to come into this. Let me go to the lower time frame. So if in case I go to the 30 minutes time frame where I told you I have the order block, and I told you that we are expecting selling opportunity from this order block. So what price did, and I told you it is good to have your stop loss above this week, because this order block here formed, and there was a week extending to the upside. So I told you if you have your entry at this point, your stop loss will be above this week. So, and what the price did, the price did not violate that high because we had a break of structure down here. So the price came back, reacted from this area, and then we had our selling pressure to the downside. So right now I expect price to be moving even lower. So let me try to adjust this. So let me delete this so that my chart can be very clear. So I expect price to be pulling back. So let me also delete that. So we have this point of interest that was left behind up here. We have this one. That is our first point of interest. Let me delete this one also. So this is my first point of interest. I want to see some form of inducement being formed before the market comes even higher. And also we can use this pullback here as an inducement, because if you go to the 1 hour time frame, this is an inducement. This is a pullback here. So we already have an inducement in the 1 hour time frame. So in case price comes above into this area, we can look for our selling opportunities to the downside. So that is my point of interest for now. And in case we have that pullback, we we can have our selling opportunities to the downside. But if the price will not come back into that area, we'll be looking for more selling opportunities. If the price comes back, and I'll be updating you guys on Sunday also. So stay tuned. We are looking for more selling opportunities on Gbpusd. So make sure when you try to look for your selling opportunities, make sure you have enough confluence supporting your buyers also. So all my bias, or all my analysis, my video analysis is to guide you and to help you in looking for a good bias, because sometimes you find me analyzing these pairs, and the bias is always or almost correct each and every time. So just make sure you use this bias in the correct way. And when I say I'm waiting for price to come into this area, I mean you should not be waiting for the price to come into this area. You should looking to sell, or to have the same bias that I'm giving you guys. So if the price comes into this area, I'm going to take my sell. So, and if not, I'm going to look for a continuation trade to the downside, because I expect price to come into this low, because I expect the price to clear the low that we have marked down here, the low from the daily time frame. Remember, we had this change of character, and then we had this pullback into this point of interest. So the price must come down to clear this low, the external liquidity. So this is the external liquidity where we are going to target, because when price comes inside and takes out this inducement as liquidity, the liquidity now is being distributed to this low, the external liquidity. So we expect the price to come even lower to this point. So in case price comes back, we also have an order block from the 4-hour time frame. So let me delete this and also this. We also have this order block from the 4-hour time frame. So I surely expect the price to pull back into this area before looking for more selling opportunities to the downside. But in case price will not come into that area, I'll be updating you guys on Sunday. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment down below. So on Gbpusd, that is my setup. That is where I expect to take some selling opportunities from. So we'll wait and see what the market will be having for us. So I also have another analysis on gold. So on gold, also on gold, we have our bearish momentum. We have some selling pressure to the downside. So from the daily time frame, we have a very good reaction from this point of interest. And I told you guys, gold will be reacting from each and every point of interest that we have from the daily. So at first, I told you gold will be reacting from this area, from this order block, and we had that reaction. We had this fair value gap also. We had this buying pressure to the upside. And then I was expecting some more buying opportunities to mitigate this order block, but gold did not come into this area to mitigate that order block. So as for now, gold came down a little bit after reacting to from this point of interest. Gold came back and we have the reaction from this order block. We have this order block with a fair value gap. So currently, right now, gold is reacting from this point of interest. We have the buying pressure to the upside, and I'm going to watch and see where the price will be going to react from. So as for now, if I go to the lower time frame, let's say maybe the 4-hour time frame, let me try and mark the order blocks that are unmitigated. So in this current move here, we do not have any 4-hour order block that is not unmitigated. And therefore, I'll be dropping down into the 1-hour time frame. So if I go to the 1-hour time frame, let me try and see the order block that has not been mitigated. So the current order block that I can see here, the order block that I can see here, we have this one here, and we will wait to see what price will be doing here because gold is already inside this zone, and we have another order block just above. So as for me, I think gold will be using the order block above it instead of this one down here. So I'm going to see if we have the reaction from this the the other order block than using this one here. But if we have a confirmation from this order block, we'll be looking to sell to the downside. But I have chosen this order block up here because we have no any inducement on this movement here. So I expect gold to use this high as the inducement before tapping into this order block. So I'm going to see if the order block will be the market will react from this order block. So my main point of interest is this order block up here. So let me delete this. I'm not going to use this order block, but if I have the reaction, I'll be looking for my selling opportunities to the downside. So if we miss an entry, and we see selling momentum to the downside, we will try and see or try and look for a selling setup to the downside. So if we have any confirmation from this point, this is my point of interest. I want to see gold reacting from this point of interest because we have some form of liquidity sweep in this area because we had the movement to this low. We have some small break of structure. If I go to the lower time frame, you will see that. That is why I prefer that area because there was some sweep of liquidity in that area. So if I go to the 5 minutes time frame, you can see this. So I prefer this area more than the other order block. So we had the price clearing this low, and then the price came back to clear this high's liquidity. So and I think the price cleared also up to this high. We have the liquidity being cleared up to this high. You can see the price cleared the liquidity above this area. So we have some form of sweep of liquidity. So that is why I'm preferring this point of interest than the other one. So if I go back to the 1 hour time frame, that is my best point of interest. That is where I expect some selling pressure. So I'll be waiting to see what happens. But in case we have the selling pressure from this point, we can also be having our selling opportunities from that area. So my best point of interest is from this area. I'll be looking for selling opportunities, and then the stop loss just above the area, and we have some form of liquidity up here, so be very careful, and let's try to wait for a good confirmation before we have our entries, because I think there is some liquidity up here also. So be very careful, and also we have a fair value gap. So we will just try and wait to see where the market will be reacting from. And if I take the selling the sell orders from up there, my first take profit will be 1 is to 3 risk to reward ratio, and then the second take profit will be down here. So we will wait to see what the market will be providing for us. So I'm trying to take my selling opportunities from this area, because the price can be having a retest into this area. We have some form of support and resistance in this area. So that is why I expect price to be reacting from this area also. And to have more confidence to our point of interest is that the point of interest is coming from an area where some liquidity was taken out. So let's wait for price to react from this area before we look for more selling to the downside. So that is it for this analysis on gold. This is our setup. We look for selling opportunities from this area to the downside, and from Gbpusd, I think those are the pairs I have. From Gbpusd, I'm looking for selling opportunities from this area to the downside also. So let's be tuned, and if I have any update, I'll be updating you on Sunday. So and on Gbpjpy, this is my setup from the 15 minutes time frame. We have the order block from this time frame. So this is my point of interest. I want to take the selling opportunities to this low. So that is it on Gbpjpy. Let me try to look at Usdjpy. So on Usdjpy, I think Usdjpy is trying to have a pullback. So on on USDJPY, also on USDJPY, I expect some selling opportunities. So we'll try to look and see if the market can have this pullback into this area. I think we have a change of character. So in the 1 hour time frame, we have this wick that is coming into these lows to sweep the liquidities down here, and then the market went up to break structure. So after we had this break of structure, the market came back down again to change character. So we already have our change of character. We already have our change of character at this point. This is our change of character, and also we have this valid break of structure because the market swept liquidity before coming down to change character. So that is our break of structure. And after that change of character, now the market has formed some form of inducement, and I expect this pullback to come into an area up here before we look for selling opportunities to the downside. So coming into the 4 hour time frame, let me look for that point of interest. So I expect price to come into this. We have this order block. We have this order block here, 4 hour order block. So I expect price to come into this area before I look for more selling opportunities to the downside. So if I take my selling orders from this point of interest, and then the stop loss will be above the area, my first take profit here will be at this zone here. We have a zone down here. So my first take profit will be down here, and then obviously my first profit should be 1:3 risk to reward ratio. And then now the second take profit will be even more to the downside. So, and if you are willing to hold your positions, you can hold them until this low. We have this low down here. We have a very good order block. So, and I'll be expecting price to also react from that order block. Remember, any order block with a fair value gap can be very, very significant. So be very careful when trying to hold your trade to this low. So I'll be expecting some more selling pressure from this area, and this is my setup. So I'll be having my selling opportunities from that area to the downside. So we already have our change of character on USDJPY. So let's expect some selling opportunities from this area. So, and I think that is it. We already have four analysis, four pairs that we have done our analysis. So I think that is very, very good. We have a very good bias on these pairs. So I thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, share, comment anything below that you need me to talk about. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that if I upload any video, you will not miss out on that. So thank you for being here.